The elites are always watching.
Baby duck turned into the moon.
All eyes on you. Fight well. This is your chance to prove yourself. Effortless, as it should be. Get up. Fight on. That's the elite way. Dig in. Show me your best. Total domination. We only want the best of the best. They crumble. You make it look simple. Enjoy your winning streak while it lasts. That makes 3. Well played. Another victory. Don't break the streak. Another victory. I've got my eye on you. Stay in the game. Elite play. Enjoy your winning streak. Show me your best next time. You want it bad enough? You'll find your way. Play like you mean it. To be elite is to master the art of battle. The elites are always watching. Fight like the world is watching. It is. This is your chance to prove yourself. Elite play. Stay in the fight. Total domination. Another win. Victory number 3. Flawless. Another victory. I've got my eye on you. Enjoy your winning streak while it lasts. Don't break the streak. You're on a run. Don't let arrogance best you. Play like you mean it. They crumbled. You make it look simple. Enjoy your winning. Show me some fire out there. Yes! Well done. Another victory. That makes 3. Well played.
I'll move it. Fortnite just launched their new Arena Box Fight game mode, and unfortunately, it's having some issues. I'm going to go through what those are and what I think the future of this game mode looks like. So a lot of people are already saying it's terrible and it needs to die. We also have rumors that visual audio is being removed from the game, and it's not just content creators talking about it, Epic employees are talking about it as well. I also want to recap what's going on with the Eval Cup Finals. It's one of our last major tournaments before FNCS Heats, and why is there such a big gap in tournaments right now, and what do I think Fortnite's going to do to fill it? Peterbot also hitting his huge milestone of having $1 million earned in game. There's a lot to talk about. Let's jump into it. What is going on with the giant break in tournaments right now during FNCS? Got a lot of people freaking out, and again, you guys have been hearing me pretty positive Fortnite was going to run something in this break, and I thought it was attached to this new Arenas game mode. Now, I'll talk about my thoughts on the Arena game mode in a second, but after watching videos of people who are able to go to Epic headquarters and try it early, like Resub, who talked about there being a specific tournament game mode, I was extra positive there was going to be something added this week during this break, but now I'm less sure. Fortnite keeps adding just more and more skin cups. We had some Toy Story skin cups that got added tomorrow or today as of you watching the video. Then it got removed, so I don't really know what's going on there. Fortnite then also added a solo victory cup, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's a tournament, but pretty much everyone in the community was begging for a Div Cup because Fortnite has now moved the Heat that was supposed to be taking place at the end of this week to be taking place next week. So now we have Heat 1, 2, and 3 on the major regions running back to back to back. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week, which I think is an amazing change. I think moving Heats makes so much sense. You get to have all the action back to back. You don't have this one Heat and then like a week until nothing, which has always been really strange. But it now means we have an even bigger gap in the middle of FNCS. We now have 9 days where the only 3 official prize money tournaments is 2 Eval Cups and a solo victory cup. Like, this would have been perfect time to run a Div Cup or something duo related that's a bit more substantial than an Eval Cup, because Eval only runs on EU and NA as well anyway, and obviously they're Eval Cups, they're not really that hype. They're fun to watch and they're cool, especially when there's an update and they serve a purpose, but they're not meant to be a premier main duo event. So a lot of people in the community begging Fortnite to run a Div Cup. It looks like at this point they haven't announced anything, and because they put on a solo victory cup, it makes me even less sure they're going to add something, because they were going to add a Div Cup. They would have just added the Div Cup. I don't think they're going to add a solo victory cup and then also a divisional cup. We can be hopeful, and I'm sorry I was the guy hyping you up, telling you there was going to be tournaments in this break, but I could not tell you what Fortnite's doing. I have no idea why they've decided that in the middle of FNCS, the biggest tournament of the season, the first FNCS we've had in like 9 months, we just have like a 9-day gap. The next topic that's going to upset a lot of people is now the rumors of the fact we are having visual audio removed. And this has gotten even worse now as Click said this on stream.
There's no visuals. You guys want to know something? You guys know they're planning to take off visual audio permanently from comp. When they do that, just remember I said it. When they do that, this game's going to be a really hard game. Like, footsteps are no longer going to be a thing in main game. So if it's not in this, that means they're testing it. I think it's ridiculous because the whole fucking game is literally footsteps. But like, we've been abusing deaf people for the past 6 years. Like, I get it.
I'm not entirely sure what Clix's source is on it being removed. I have heard rumors it's going to be nerfed, and we also have confirmation of that from Hogman, who works at Epic Games. On social media, he replied to someone complaining about how strong visual audio is and saying it should be nerfed or changed in some way, and Hogman replied with eyes emojis. The fact we now have Clix saying that he's heard somewhere it's getting removed, and then we also have Hogman now saying that, or hinting at the fact that they're looking at nerfing it. You can put 2 and 2 together and figure out there is definitely some truth to this. Now, you add on top the fact that right now we have the Arena Box Fight mode with no visual audio, and Fortnite confirming that is not a bug, it is intended. There will be no visual audio in that game mode, and you have to think Fortnite is doing something to a setting that a lot of people love. Now, hear me out. I think visual audio is a little bit too strong, and I think what it's done to the game isn't always overwhelmingly positive. Again, it was added to the game for people who have hearing impairments and to help people who are deaf or semi-deaf, which makes sense. Again, it's awesome to have this game be accessible. Now, the reason why people didn't use it too much back in the day is because when you turn visual audio on, it would make your regular audio go from being, directional to mono channel. It means that you can't tell which direction audio is coming from. Your headphones don't show direction, which kind of makes sense, right? If you're hard of hearing or you have no hearing and you want to use visual audio, you shouldn't be abusing it to then have good audio and visual audio. Fortnite, for whatever reason, decided to change that, and the rest is history. Now, for the last 5 or 6 years, every single person who takes this game seriously uses visual audio. Now, I do agree, audio in Fortnite is quite terrible, but it's terrible in every battle royale. I've never played a battle royale where I'm like, man, I have a really good idea of where people are based on sound. Warzone sucked, Apex sucked, PUBG sucked. I've played most of these games for thousands of hours, so I'm not just saying that because I played it for 10 minutes and I was clueless. Like, no one's ever thought the audio in battle royales is good, and visual audio has helped that a lot. Now, it has led to a lot of other issues though, and that's why lurking is so prominent now, because people are so fixated on visual audio, they just actually don't use regular audio cues anymore. If you don't see someone in visual audio, you assume someone's not there. So while it does give a huge competitive edge, it is an edge that everyone has access to. Anyone can turn it on and use it, but I would be interested to see what happens with the game if they nerf it. Don't think they should necessarily just turn it off, because again, I mean, I don't think Fortnite will do that because the PR doesn't look good. You're basically saying screw deaf people. Like, I don't think Fortnite's going to do that, even though a lot of games don't offer some kind of visual audio system. But I don't know what Clix's source is on it being removed. I would be very surprised to see that happen, but I am expecting a nerf pretty soon. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Again, I really like using visual audio. It lets me talk to my chat, listen to music, and I don't have to be as dialed in. But from a competitive standpoint, that isn't great for the game. So I guess we'll see. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. Do you think visual audio should be nerfed? Do you think it should stay? Do you think it should be removed? I'm genuinely curious to hear your guys' thoughts. This video really does just feel like it's negative on negative on negative. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you guys the most unbiased facts I can and just the state of things right now. But we got to talk about the new Arena box fight mode. Now, this has not gone down well. This game has not launched well. Now, I had high hopes for this game mode, but I definitely had my concerns, and I was going to make a video over the last couple of days talking about my thoughts based on the feedback and the gameplay I've seen from people like ReeseHub and other people who got to go and play the game early. But ultimately, I wanted to see the game mode launch for myself so I could judge it properly, and it definitely has some issues. Now, first off, it feels like a creative map. And I know that sounds silly because it is a creative map, but it just feels like a game mode that like your favorite streamer would have launched. You know what I mean? And like, there's already so many bugs and issues with it that are filled with so many other UEFN maps. It just doesn't feel like what you think of with Fortnite when they launch a new game mode. So I'm going to go through some of the bugs. Now, some of these have been fixed, but this is just a list of all the issues with the game mode that me and my community were able to come up with today from playing it. There's no siphon in duos. There's no visual audio. The zero build mode at the end feels really cheesy. When the game ends, all the builds just turn into like this weird, like you can edit other people's builds, but you can't build yourself, which doesn't really feel very box fighty. So because there's no visual audio, people can just hide and wait till end game and then try and cheese you. It's really laggy. The FPS and the input delay just doesn't really feel that great. There was a whole bunch of controller bind issues where like people who have like, you know, right D-pad for sprint couldn't sprint on controller because that would pull out the leaderboard. There is a glitch in the starting area where sometimes you can build, sometimes you can't. It looks like that's deliberate, but the starting area doesn't really feel like, I don't really know what you're supposed to be doing, like whether that's just like a waiting room, but it feels really odd. People leave the games all the time, meaning you just verse the same people over and over again, and it basically becomes impossible to win. There's no real comeback mechanic, and sometimes you keep just versing really easy or really hard opponents rather than matching people of your actual skill. There is really long queues to get into the game as well. Like you just kind of stand around waiting for the lobby to fill, and it feels like it's even slower than just going into any other creative map, which I think a lot of people thought the advantage of this game mode being in Fortnite would be really fast queues, get straight into the action. There's no ranked yet right now. It's not really tracking or displaying properly, but that seems like a bug. You verse the same people over and over again, and again, like I said, the skill gap is not really the greatest for that. You can't choose your loadouts, and the loadouts themselves can be quite uncompetitive. There's no kill feed in the 2v2 game mode, and it just takes too long to win. Fortnite has reduced the wins required from 20 down to 15, but with so many people leaving and you just versing the same people over and over again to win, it just gets really, really repetitive. So I know that's a bunch of complaints. I'm sorry, but again, those are a lot of the main issues people have. I will give credit to Fortnite though. They've already dropped a big update fixing a whole bunch of these. They made an update on Fortnite status where they fixed a bunch of the issues I just talked about. They've also listed a bunch of the issues that they are going to be working on in the future that they are aware of. So Fortnite is on top of it, but like I said, I expect it to launch with way less of these issues, but because the map is in UEFN, it literally is a creative map, it means Fortnite can fix it quicker without having to post an actual game update. A lot of Fortnite's in-game game modes that are actually baked into the game, you need to post a downloadable update to fix things. With a UEFN map, you can just update the map and then people manually download the map when they go to play it. So that is a big W, but for the most part, do I think this game mode is going to be a huge success? I don't think so. And I feel bad saying that because I want this game mode to succeed, but it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything that other creative modes aren't. The whole thing that Fortnite had, the advantage they had, is the fact that they have the marketing to advertise it to every player, but also they have the player base to potentially like do the actual ranked mode where they can link all the players. There's no real mechanic right now with UEFN to make a proper ranked mode. Like if you go into a map that has ranked attached to it, most times it's just based on stats or playtime. It's not an actual good measure of skill-based matchmaking and an actual good measure of someone's skill. That's the one advantage Fortnite has, but the way they're doing this map, I don't really get how that's going to work. If people are just going to leave or it's going to take forever to get into games, people are just going to go play like 1v1 speed realistics or peace control box fight or all the other modes they can play right now. If you're getting opponent just feels entirely random, it doesn't feel like the rank actually matters, then Fortnite isn't really offering anything that isn't already out there in other game modes. Now, I do think the way the arenas work are actually cool. I think the way the arenas rotate is sick. I think the way it kind of looks where you can like spectate other people fighting is kind of cool. When you win, it doesn't really feel as epic as I thought it was going to be. A lot of people feel quite underwhelmed with that. And I also know one of the main reasons why there's no visual audio is because all of the people are too close. I'm pretty sure Fortnite had to turn off visual audio in this game mode because when you're spectating and watching other people fight, if you were running around that area, you're so close, you'll give off visual audios of the people fighting. I think it's also why it looks like Fortnite had to like kind of dull down the audio in this map so you don't hear the footsteps and everyone else fighting, because it feels like you can't hear where anyone is. Maybe that's just because I'm so used to visual audio, so now relying on regular audio, I can't hear people, but I swear the actual footstep sounds are worse. So I don't want to doom and gloom. I don't want to sit here and just complain about the game mode. It looks like Fortnite has a plan and they're working on a lot of this, but I was really hoping some kind of a system where like you load into, you know, your 16-person bracket, there's like 50 brackets going at a time, and then as you win, you get better, so they take people from other brackets and bring them together, and then it leads to some ultimate ladder where the best two players at the end go at it, and you win, and it feels really exciting. If Fortnite don't nail that feeling or don't nail that matchmaking, I just don't think they're offering anything that isn't out there. I'm sorry. If you're loving the game mode, that's excellent. I hope the best for you, and I hope you enjoy it, but even if they run tournaments on this game mode, I don't really know how tournaments are going to work, because when you're playing within your bracket, it doesn't seem like you have a chance to verse the best opponent that often. So it feels like they sometimes just get easier wins than you, or you get easier wins and you never actually really get to earn the win. Just my thoughts. I guess we'll see what Fortnite does with it. All right, let's talk about the Eval Cup, our second last official duo tournament before the heats. And this is also our first showing of our brand new duo, Mongraal and Pridage. Now, again, it looks like Mongraal and Ping decided they weren't going to run up LCQ together, and they picked up Pridage. Now, I already gassed up Pridage as an option for Mongraal before he picked up Ping. And I see a lot of people in the comments being like, oh, downgrade, downgrade, downgrade. And I think that is quite disrespectful to Pridage. I get it. Ping has had a much better career. He has almost 300,000 earned. He's placed in globals. I get it. Pridage is not going to pretend that he's had a better career than Ping, but I don't know how locked in Ping is right now. The fact that he didn't have a duo mate for FNCS 2 days out from FNCS is not a great sign for how locked in he is. So I think Mongraal and Pridage definitely could do better than what Mongraal and Ping did, even though, yes, Pridage maybe isn't as good of a player of Ping all time. He might just be more locked in now and have a better understanding of the meta. Now, unfortunately, the Eval Cup Opens didn't prove that too much. They didn't do terribly, but Mongraal and Pridage came in 114th overall on 227 points. So pretty close to qualifying. One more decent game and they would have got it. They did start off a bit slow. They got a 19th and 16th in their first two games, but they brought it back. They got a 4th, a 6th, a 37th, a 6th, and a 4th. So they managed to get 4 placements inside the top 6, which I think shows a lot of potential. They are still homeless right now. They don't have a drop. They were kind of just gliding in the sky to see where other teams didn't go, and then went over there. So before LCQ, they definitely did lock in a drop spot and practice it, but when they made it off spawn, they went on to do really, really well. So I think there is a lot of hope here for Mongraal and Pridage. I think they can definitely qualify to LCQ finals, and Pridage is a very, very good set lobby IGL, especially for high ground, which we know has a very high chance of getting win and going straight through to LCQ. Now, we did have on the other end of the spectrum, a very dominant performance from Focus and Thomas, who in Opens managed to get 5 wins out of 7 games. They got a 22 kill win, 18 kill win, 18 kill win, 24 kill win, and a 20 kill win. Absolutely ridiculous. 434 points in 7 matches where elims are only worth 1 point. Just insane performance. We also had Mr. Savage and Velo do well again. A bunch of big names in the finals. We did also, unfortunately, miss out on some of our other names. We had Mustache and Pix do, unfortunately, really, really bad. We had Queasy not even play with Hriss, but Queasy did end up playing Hriss with NA. So Queasy hasn't dropped Hriss. He just wasn't able to play EU for whatever reason. So I'll talk about Queasy's placement on NA later. But for the most part, we we did get a lot of our big teams into the EU finals, and it was a very fun finals to watch. It was our first chance to watch Shark and Tini uncontested in what feels like weeks now. They did manage to pop off. They got a 9 elim second. I say they, I'm using the term they very lightly here. Tini went down with about 50 players left, and Shark went on to clutch up a 9 elim second. He was absolutely popping off. He's looking on backside, hoping for a shambles solo to rotate up there and be able to find it. Honestly, it's a good idea. That's Swizzy Pixie, though. That's a full duo down below him. That's Dom Damus above him. That's Panzer. There's the solo. Gets flushed out onto low ground, and Shark rewarded for his patience. Good positioning. Nebs now still trying to solo clutch this one. It's Sky and Scroll on the high ground, but Scroll has no builds, has no health. Sky has to try to hold this down for him right now. Needs to try to find the refresh. Pixie goes down to Damus. Shark picks up another. Shark is still doing it down there. My man refusing to go down. Swizzy solo has Storm Sickness warning. 43 HP. Shark's on 68 though. 4 builds, 3 builds. 2 builds on low ground. Has no more white heals. Who is going to put a stop to this kid? 4 teams, 6 players. Made his way deep into the end game, but unfortunately for him, he's up against some of the best duos in the world. Dom Damus still in this one, looking very healthy. Shark, I think, is maybe going to have to meet his match here. It's Nebs on the low ground. Shark, but wait, Damus is weak. If Shark can take down Dom and maybe make something happen here, he's only got 1 shot in the shotgun's the problem. Scroll drops down, and Shark finds it, takes down 1. Sky's above him. Sky has the angle, but Sky doesn't see him. Shark's still lurking off this one. Storm Sickness comes through. 49 tag on high ground. Needs to wait for that Chaos Reloader to reload if it actually does, if it doesn't bug. Sky's on the other side of the wall. It's not his edits, though. Shark thinks it might be his edits. He swings over, and Shark gets the elim. 9 elims, 1v2. This kid is an absolute freak. Dom Damus on the low ground. Why do I feel like Shark could maybe do this? The problem is the shotgun. He doesn't have 2 shots, and he has 2 opponents. Dom and Damus with the 10 elim win. But as usual, it looks like Shark might have stolen the show. Don't worry, they were able to get their win, though. In game number 2, they were both alive, and they got a 3 elimination win. And then in game number 3, Tini went down early again, and Shark clutched up a 3 elim 8. So really good performance by them. Again, the one time they made duos in endgame, they won it. So I'm not too worried for their performance. Dom and Damus, who have been very impressive recently, came out and got a 10 kill win. You saw that in the game number 1 against Shark. They also went down on spawn, though, to Twek and Mydra, got a 0 elim 43rd, then a 4 elim 5th, and in the last game ended up actually splitting Tip Top Terrace with Twek and Mydro, who also went on to get a win. They got a 4 elim win in game number 4. They weren't missing one of their games, but they also got a 7 elim second. So in the game they split, Twek and Mydro won, and in the game where Twek and Mydro beat Dom and Damus, they got a second. So for all of you guys who are confused why the Dutchies dropping on Dom and Damus, they do really well from Tip Top Terrace when they get it. So again, it sucks because Dom and Damus are looking so good right now, but Twek and Mydra are also looking crazy themselves. We also had Seti and Rax get an 8 kill win. They were contesting Nathan and Nebs at Humble Hills, and the one game they made it off spawn, they got an almost double-digit win. So looking very good there when they do make it off spawn. Sky and Scroll unfortunately couldn't get a win, but did very well. A 3 elim 3rd, a 7 elim 10th, a 9 elim 3rd, and a 1 elim 14th. Focus and Thomas, after dominating opens, had a bit more of a rough time in finals because they ended up getting contested. They ended up getting dropped on by quite a few different people. Axe Force and Robab King and third partying them, causing some issues. They did get a 10 elim 4th and an 8 elim 8th as well, though. Mr. Savage and Velo got a 10 elim 3rd in their second game. They were also double contested at South Frigid. They had a team dropping on them. They also had Akira Karama landing outside them and then W King in. So a bit of a rough off spawn situation, but honestly, Savage and Velo handled it very, very well. I am very confident this team coming into Grands. I think they're looking very good right now. I just hope they do get their drop uncontested. Chap and Flixie, unfortunately, not able to get a win. They did get some decent elims on the board, but nothing too crazy. Chino Pablo getting a 6 elim 9th and a 4 elim 7th. We also had Vico and Malabuka getting a 2 elim 5th. They weren't able to get a win either. So a lot of the big teams actually struggling to come out and pop off, but we did still have some big performances. Over on NA, Peterbot and Poyo tried to do one better than Focus and Thomas. They managed to come out with a 28 kill win, 35 kill win, 23 kill win, and then a 29 kill second. Pete and Poyo almost...
What's your plan, bro?
For what?
After this year?
Not sure yet. I'm gonna like give Fortnite the benefit of the doubt by the end of this year, dude. You know what I mean?
Wait, what? You think it's gonna die?
I feel like...
You think it's gonna be...
Yeah,
No,
I don't think it's gonna die. I just think the player support and like I feel like they just don't show that they care about anyone in like the scene at all. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
They don't listen to anything and they just like do whatever, you know?
I mean, what would you What would you change?
Bro, I'm not a
Mark?
fucking employee, bro, but like, I don't know how someone who qualifies to a LAN can't play in FNCS or something out of his control. He was like a 10-year-old kid when all that shit happened. Like, he probably didn't even notice it was bad at the
I
time.
mean, I honestly
Like,
don't even think they've seen it. I think the people who control that were fired.
What do you mean?
Like the people that do the unbannings and look at all that shit probably got fired, and they probably haven't hired anybody. Like that shit probably happened to them at the worst possible time. Like there's nobody to do that job.
So you're just giving them like benefit of the doubt, basically, thinking that like they don't have anyone.
No, I literally.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, bro, why do you think there's so many
it's
fucking
possible.
bugs and shit? Like,
It's very possible. I don't know. I'm worried for the game, bro. And also, like, I don't know.
I mean, you still enjoy competing. Like, realistically, if the game's
I
going to shit, like,
I enjoy competing. That's like the only thing. I just like, honestly, if I didn't have people in the comp scene to compete with, like that I enjoy like beating and shit, like you, Agers, like all my friends, like I'd probably be gone already.
dude, what are you yapping about, bro?
I'm serious.
If you were winning everything by a mile,
Bro, do you know how
telling me
much it drives me? Do you know how much it drives me when I see other people that like I don't want to win?
like, make you mad. I fucking know. Trust me, bro. I fucking know, dude.
Yeah, bro. It just makes me try harder and start to realize that like even if the game's shit, like I need to start carrying.
Yeah.
It's like an ego thing.
Oh, so people are winning, you're motivated to play more.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're winning everything, you're not motivated.
Nah, if I win everything, I just play the game all day because I feel like I'm prime, you know. I don't know, dude. It all changes. Everything changes so fast depending on.
When I'm
meta,
winning, you
Like-
get max
like-
motivated.
Bro, every time you win, bro, I instantly load up the game and do 500 PGs, bro. I'm dead serious.
Like, bro, what are you saying, dude?
What? I'm dead serious.
That shit just makes you pissed out of your
It
mind?
drives me. It just drives me, bro. Because it's like a thing. Also, you're a content creator, and I'm losing to a content creator too. If
No,
you think
no,
about it.
you know I'm not, bro. maybe before Epic Whale, or maybe before Vino from that.
Okay, yeah, low key before
Before
Vino.
Vino, yeah.
Now, low key.
I didn't care that much.
Before Chapter 5, you didn't care at all.
What was that, Yamza?
No. Chapter 5 was like the beginning of you and Epic Whale. You and Epic Whale, you were still locked in that season with Blood
Oh
X,
yeah, before
like,
Epic
with
Whale,
Uncon
I was
Lavish.
cooked.
Uncon Lavish stuff. And then you played with Vino the next one.
Yeah. I realized that
dude.
like, I feel like I hit
It's
everything
also,
that
the
I
Globals,
want
dude,
to
the Globals
hit.
motivated me a lot.
Oh, when you lost or when you won?
I lost.
Which one, Rally?
No, the 2025 one, at the end of last year. I got fucking 15.
With
I mean,
Bila?
I was landing on 10 chests. No, it was one this fucking year, bro. The one last year, France. I fucking didn't
Yeah, I mean that was.
Yeah.
You also, I mean,
I was
you
I
knew
was
you
in
weren't
LA
doing good though.
France. I mean, yeah, I
In
low-key did.
Triple Con, like, I mean, you're kind of just.
I mean, I'm just playing against all odds, bro.
I
I
mean,
want another land to be in France, bro. They were booing me way too much. I need to win on their stadium or something, bro.
Oh yeah, that
pissed me
shit.
off.
That shit low key pissed me off too.
I'm not gonna lie,
That shit was cool on me. I actually wish we did a lot better.
Dude,
We had the best PI in the world, and we.
I think if the
pulled that
cameras
in.
picked up audio of what I said to some of the people in the stands, I would have been kicked out of the tournament,
Yeah.
to be honest. But they were saying shit first, though, so I don't know.
I just don't know why. I don't know why. Like, why?
I mean, bro.
I mean, nobody ever
don't even-
boos. Like nobody
I don't
like
even-
ever
I don't even
boos.
hate it though. I think it's like fine.
No, I think it's fine too. Like I think
I think
it's.
Bro,
but-
it's just I don't know.
They don't boo the like any Europeans in Dallas. European, everyone just fucking celebrating.
I mean, yeah. Different though. I don't know. You're right though. How
Yeah,
do
no,
you think Germany's
and
gonna
it was
do?
also all M8 fans. They probably rehearsed that because they rehearsed like what to say in the stands. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I know. I saw
They definitely
TikTok,
rehearsed doing you. 100 million percent.
I saw TikTok after the globals. It was them having a chant saying goodbye Peterbot.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like chanting it in the stands. Dude, when I saw that, I got so mad. Like I was already planning like the next year's lane in France. So I was already kind of pissed.
Yeah. I actually don't know why nobody did good on NA though.
Sonata got
I had the
pissed,
flu.
Buck
I had the
got
full.
10.
I was like full sick.
I mean, bro, you and Agers guaranteed should have top 10. I don't know how.
No, we
it's
should
not
have top
possible
3,
to do,
bro.
like good drops.
I mean,
Dude,
we had the
Agers
best
had a
loot.
mythic, and listen, not only did he have
I
the
mean, they didn't have
mythic
anybody to
spot,
trade with. No?
Bro, he had the mythic gun 9 out of 12 times in the global.
Yeah, but they didn't have a trading partner. That shit was all like 1,000 surge.
No, they did have a trading partner. Some
Oh.
games they didn't, but that's just how the game is, though. You have to be able to improvise, and you should be able to improvise.
Yeah, but you
with a
can't
mythic coin.
No. You couldn't improvise back, bro. I'm telling, dude.
Or you could. You know what I did one game?
Yeah, 1,000.
You
Yeah,
know-
I mean, you need 1,500 surge to be above.
You know what I did? There was a game in Grand in the globals. You know how like Cammy and them traded Nox?
Oh yeah, you
Or no?
kept it.
They
Yeah,
would trade it. They traded Nox, and then I did it. I had a super pad into their box when I saw them die in the kill feed, and I farmed and I killed the whole trio. And then I did it to the other team the next game.
But you can only. Yeah, you could do that.
I mean, bro, if you don't have a trading partner, you can do a strat a couple times.
The game is a lot harder. This new surge made me realize that the game is so fucking hard compared to before. Like the game actually used to be so easy when there was just max surge guaranteed.
Yeah.
But like now the game is like actually like one person is like literally doing the game the whole time.
Yep. I think the surge. I think the surge needs to be fucking reworked. I think
I mean, there's nothing to do.
I think if you fight a team and they die, the damage they did to you goes away. That's what I think they should do.
Damage they
But
did to
only
you,
if
but
you
you
kill
keep
them.
yours.
But only, yeah, you keep it. But only if you kill them. Like if they die to another team, like the damage stays. But if you kill them, like the damage goes away. You know what I mean?
I actually agree. Yeah, I actually agree with that.
So like basically,
If I full
you're
up,
fighting
if I full up a duo, and I get hit like fucking
Yeah.
400 and I kill him, I'm just
the
positive.
damage they did goes away. But if like you fight mid game and then both teams disengage and then they die later to a different kid,
Yeah.
I think that damage should stay. You know what I mean?
Like
So-
from the team that you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, so if you fight mid game and it's
But also, like that's so hard. Yeah, that's,
Yeah, and they
that's
died
so hard to
right now.
code.
You think so? I mean, bro, they already coded one of the craziest games ever made, so I don't see why they couldn't.
Yeah, but they also just fired fucking everybody. Or like the one person that ever
Raz,
did.
I got a teammate.
What's up,
Raz.
Pete?
You have a teammate?
Yeah, I have a teammate.
Okay, join.
Fuck.
Unless Pete wants to join. So, it's just it's just friendly. It's just Boy on Raz.
For what?
2v2 realistics.
For fun? Hell no.
I thought it was for fun. I think they're full tryharding, but it's for fun. You know, come on now.
Nah. I'm down to play
Okay.
3. Get clicks in.
I don't know if they're gonna play for bread.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that. Let me ask him.
I mean, I'm down to play for fun either way. Okay. Don't think that gun's optimal anymore.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think that gun's good. And I also think I'd rather, like, take the risk of not getting a bug with that shotgun than it reloading.
Yeah,
too.
but you just do the 10-second thing.
Yeah, but if
That's
you're in
real.
a fight, it's hard to notice.
Nah, Dave don't want to play attack.
Wait,
I'm down to play for fun.
So,
What do you mean? Wait,
How are you gonna notice it in like say it happens at like final moving and you're overstimulated, like so you're not noticing that.
no, noticing your
sometimes, like-
pump getting. Oh, that shit's a. You know how different it is when your pump is reloaded? Like when you can insta swap, your whole gameplay, the whole way you move is different. You don't need to pause for 1 second, like, and reload it. This gun by far is the best. Better than Iron Pump. 100%.
Bro, if you're a maxer though, like Iron Pump just hits so hard.
Yeah, but I could hit you in the fucking feet and I'm 150 you. If I see you for 1 second, I'm 150 you, guaranteed. Iron Pump, I'm hitting a 30.
I
It's
mean,
just
that
like,
gun should still get nerfed more. I don't know how. The gun should be fucking. I don't know. I actually don't even know how they can fix
And
that
also,
gun.
like-
They need to nerf it by like 15 more damage each one. 150 body shots is not right.
yeah, I mean, it's fucking. That's why this pump is 100% better than iron. And if it's an instant swap, it's better than iron based on reload too.
Oh, Cold's gun's too good.
What's Cold going?
2 bullets.
Well, he
2
gets that
bullets per
guaranteed.
shotgun. Nah, it's not guaranteed, but like when he gets it, it's so broken.
Yeah, that's the most broken.
Yeah. I would say that right.
What's the chances?
I don't know. Hella low. It's like 33 for all of them.
You have a spawn for that shit too, but it never spawns.
You have a spawn?
Well, it's like,
It's behind the thing, though.
yeah, but nobody
It's in
ever.
that one little base.
Literally
Like,
never
camped in one
spawns.
game in finals.
Yeah, did we kill him? Oh yeah, no, nobody came.
Yeah. I camped there in opens today.
You camped there in
And
opens?
Nah, I got camped there. I landed wonky and Keita and Dolger was camping it.
Oh yeah, that dude always. That's literally what he does all the time. Why are you landing wonky?
That was first drop. Blue PY. We land Riptides every game if it's blue. The mythic pump.
That's smart.
Don't even land our PY in opens. No point.
That's smart. I mean, you're just full landing or learning every single person's job.
Yeah. Feel like, look at that.
Yeah, but like, you were ADS,
Wait, you're
right?
not taking optimal at it. No.
You were ADS?
Like, what are you gonna do there? What are you gonna do in game when I have iron pump and you can't shoot twice?
I mean, I'm also just sitting there.
Thing is,
fucking-
if it's a good player in a grand finals and they hear that shotgun, they're playing it totally different.
No, dude. Chaos is. I mean, you need to play it different, but like, bro, like, anytime I see you, you're just getting fucking hit. Like, I just shot your,
Yeah,
I just
no,
shot your
I'm
toes. I just shot your toes for 150, and you're gonna double it there, and I'm just getting two pistol shots off of you every time.
I mean, I think it's good for you. Look, you just run at people.
No, I don't.
What? Yeah, you do. What? I haven't seen you take a good angle in a year, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
should be
depends on.
spraying in boxes off timing.
Yeah, it's the right timing.
I already inspected how everyone plays the game, bro. Trust me, I know how you play, man.
Oh, I know, Pete. I'm watching it all.
Have to, bro. Hey.
I mean, you can't do that. But if you miss, then it's over.
Bang. Oh,
I mean, I just whiffed 2 fucking pistol shots.
oh my god, bro.
I mean, if you miss 1 shot, you're dead. With the iron.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I can't miss. Like, I'm never gonna miss a fucking. Like, I'm never gonna hit
bro.
less than 150.
I can win 10 rounds in a row if I wanted to, if I tried my absolute hardest, just because of the gun you're using. Like, actually, I'm serious. I will literally spam edit resets, make you shoot your shot every round if I wanted
If
to.
I'm
you know what I
fucking
mean?
in that position, I mean, you can't spam at me every single time.
I mean, I don't know.
And also,
That
like,
gun-
yeah,
that-
if
that
you're
gun-
playing full like offense, yeah, but like right there, like you're
Yeah,
just
but, like,
117 and I fucking barely see me.
bro, everyone just spams edit resets now. Every single time I use that shotgun, just edit resets fucking city. They reset, what? Is it trios next year or no? Do you know?
Dude, no. Dude, it's not gonna be trios. It's gonna be duos.
Really?
It was trios for 1 year. And barely. I mean, we didn't play enough NCS yet. I don't even think they have a. I don't even think they have any lands scheduled. Like I think fire and shit like fully made them confused on what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. I can't do shit. If it's trios though,
Trios is so much fun.
I would be
Dude.
excited for that.
Trios is your best chance to win.
Nah, duos
They're
is.
trios player, bro.
No. Duos is 100% my best. I mean, right. This season's my best chance by far.
Oh, without Wonky? Bro.
100 million %.
Too many good teams, bro.
Yeah, but